Hello everyone, Charity here. Today I'm going to be doing Kasie West books. She writes romance teen novels, and I'll go ahead and get started. Okay, first we have Pivot Point. It's about this girl, Addie or Addison, and she has abilities. There's this place, it's like our time, but there's this place in Texas, and it's called the Compound, and it's got people with abilities. Nobody knows about it. Well, her ability is when given a choice, she can search the outcome of her decision. So she has to choose between who she wants to live with when her parents get divorced. Her dad is going to go out of the compound, which means she would have to hide her ability. She wouldn't be able to tell anybody. She would have to leave her mom and her friend. But there's this guy that she meets during that time, and she really starts to she realizes that he really knows, gets to know her more than anybody really ever has. And she can't stand having the secret between them. Well, with her mom, she obviously still has her best friend and her mom, and she can use her ability. But there's this boy, Duke, that she really starts to like. He really likes her. And she doesn't feel like they're good together, but there's just something about him that makes her want to be with him. So she has to figure out which one she wants to be with. The next one, I don't have with me, but it goes along with that one. It's the only Kasie West book that actually has a sequel to it. This one is Pivot Point. The next one is called Split Second. And in that one, she's already made her decision. She made that in the first book. But in the second one, she advances her ability, and she can, when her emotions are high, if she's super angry, sad, happy, if there's a boy that she likes, and she feels strong emotions toward him, and time slows down or stops completely, and during that she can move, and anything she touches can move normal speed, but everything else slows down around her. So to other people that don't realize what's happening, she looks super fast. Well, the boy that she really likes, he starts getting really suspicious because he sees her using it. She didn't mean to, but she couldn't help it, and he sees her using it, and she feels is having to convince him that he's crazy or something because he can't know. The next one I have is, I completely forgot to tell you about Layla, her best friend. Her best friend can erase memories, and in the second book, it's it has more about Layla because it goes back and forth between Addie's and Layla's point of view. And Layla seeks the help of a boy named Connor to help her advance her ability. Well, she's used to being able to control guys. Guys just do whatever she wants. It's just sort of how she is. She just has that effect on guys. Well, he's different, and she does everything she can to try and control him, and he does everything he can to stop. Well, during this, they start to get to know each other, and they start to learn stuff about each other that they didn't know. So yeah, the next one I have is Distance Between Us. It's about a girl named Kamen, and she is with her mom, and she's extremely poor. They own a doll shop that they also live in, and the reason that they're so poor is because her father was really rich, but when he found out that her mom was pregnant with her, he left. He ran, and when her mom's parents found out, they disowned her, and she was left with nothing. So she had to get by with literally nothing. Well, one day in the shop, she meets this boy, Xander, who's uber rich. Well, they start to get to know each other, and she realizes that he's not like all the stereotyped rich people that she knows. So she starts to befriend him, but she can't let her mom know because she knows her mom won't approve of it, because they can't stand rich people usually. Well, during her relationship that she's starting to have with this guy, the shop's in debt, and her mom's been acting really strange, having her own secrets and going off and just not acting right. So she has to figure out what's wrong with her mom and also figure out how to tell her about this guy. In this book, On the Fence, it's about a girl named Charlotte, or Charlie. She's like one of the guys. She's really sporty, athletic. She doesn't know how to fit in with girls because she's just not really, she's a girl, but she doesn't know how to be because her mom died when she was really little. So she's been surrounded with her 3 brothers, her best friend Braden, and her dad. So she gets a speeding ticket one day, and so she has to get this job at this like girly place, and she meets this boy Evan while she's working there, and she like starts to date him, but he doesn't know the real her, and Braden really doesn't like that she's trying to hide herself. He thinks that she should just be herself. So they have these late night fence chats where they go, because he's a next door neighbor, so they go on the fence and they talk to each other, and she starts to like really have feelings for him, but she's like, that could never be. I mean, we're such good friends, I wouldn't want to ruin everything. My brothers would never approve of that. So she has to figure out how to deal with her emotions towards Braden while dating the guy that doesn't know her. And there's also this giant secret with her mom that nobody ever told her. The next book is The Fill-In Boyfriend. It's about a girl, Gia. She has this boyfriend who's in college, and her friends never met him. But she keeps like telling them about it, and they starting to think that maybe she's lying. Maybe there really isn't a guy. Maybe she just wants to have attention or something. Well, the night they're finally supposed to meet is prom night. And that night, he breaks up with her in the parking lot before they can meet her friends. She's like, what am I going to do? They're never going to believe me now. They're never going to believe the story. He broke up with me in the parking lot. So she finds this literal stranger. She's never even seen him before in the parking lot. And he agrees to go in with her for 2 hours and break up with her at the end so her friends don't think she's lying. Well, after this, they start to like go places together as their fake companions. Well, she really starts to like him, but she's worried that the things that he's been doing with her are just fake because of their fake relationships that they've been having, because he had her be his fake girlfriend to make his ex jealous. Well, he's got really bad trust issues, and that makes him like not like really want to keep himself away, and he just wants he wants everybody to stay away from him and to not like betray him or anything. So he is always really nervous around her, and he doesn't know if he can ever believe her because of the lies that she told her friends. So she's worried that she's gonna that she can't be with him because she's worried that it's gonna be fake. So they both have those troubles. P.S. I Like You is next. It's about a girl named Lily who zones out during physics class, and she's a songwriter. And so one day she writes song lyrics on the desk, and the next day she comes in and somebody else had written lyrics underneath hers from the same song. Well, they start writing back and forth, and she figures out that it's a guy. Well, she starts feeling these emotions towards this guy. Well, during the song, there's a boy, Cade Jennings, and she can't stand him. She really doesn't like him because he's just always been this bully to her. And as she starts to get to know him, she realized that most of the time it was like misunderstandings. But she's worried that she can't be with him because, well, there's the guy that she's been writing notes to, and she really likes him, and she feels like she's kind of betraying him in a way. Well, next is By Your Side. It's about a girl named Autumn. She gets locked in the library with this supposed bad boy Dax, and he's like this loner at school, and he's a foster kid, and he's been juvie, and there's like all this problem with her and problem with him. Well, they get to know each other, and she tells him stuff that she's never told anybody. Like, she has anxiety no one but her family knows that, not even her friends or her like really good almost boyfriend. They're not technically dating, but they're always flirting with each other and stuff. Well, when they get out of the library, she wants to still hang out with him, but he likes being a loner, so they have to meet in secret. Well, there's this boy, Dillian, who's, like, really suspicious of her, and he really doesn't like her. And so she has to, like, try to get Dax to not worry about what other people think, and Dax has to get her to confess about her anxiety to her friends. Next is Lucky in Love. It's about a girl, Maddie? Yeah, Maddie. And she wins the lottery, and everybody starts treating her different, asking for loans and stuff. Even her brother is manipulating her into giving him money. And like the popular kids all of a sudden want to hang out with her and stuff, and that makes her other friends jealous, and they like think she's acting differently. Well, she's been trying to get into this college, but when people start telling lies about her, and it gets into an article, the colleges like the college that she really wanted to get into doesn't want her anymore because they saw the article, and they're worried that, you know, maybe she's got good grades, but maybe she isn't what we want. So that happens. Well, there's this boy, Seth, at the zoo that she works at, and she thinks that he doesn't know. So she's like trying to hide it from him, but she's had this huge crush on him, and he's been crushing on her, so he doesn't want anything to change, even though they haven't really admitted it that they like each other. She doesn't want what they have to change or for him to start treating her differently, so she's trying to keep this big secret, but also try to get closer to him. The next book I don't have with me. It's called Love, Life, and the List. And in that one, I can't remember her name, but she's an art mate. She like loves art, and she wants to get in this art show, but the person that runs it says that before she has to find depth so she can have like deep, meaningful paintings. So she makes this list to help her find depth, and she resorts to her friend, I can't remember his name either, that she, the year before, had told him that she loved him, but he thought it was a joke, so she played it off as one because she was so humiliated. So she's been trying to like hide her feelings, but while they do this list, it's like really getting hard, especially because he started feeling things for her too, she thinks. But there's also this other girl that he likes and been going with, and she just has trouble like hiding her feelings anymore because it's been a year and she just really likes him and she just can't help it. That's all I have for now. Kasie West, I'm pretty sure she's working on another book right now. She might even have another one released. Not that I know of, she doesn't. My favorite is, I have 2 or 3. Distance Between Us is definitely my all-time favorite. It's so good. These 2 are probably tied for second. By Your Side and The Film. My good friend, her favorite is On the Fence, but honestly, I don't really like this book at all. It's probably my least favorite. My second least favorite is probably Lucky in Love. I just don't think it has enough romance in it, honestly. That's it for now, I guess. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe below. I hope all of you have a happy Easter and just an all-out fantastic day. Bye.